Put it down. 100 reps. Yeah. 100 reps. Put it down. 100 trips. 100 trips. Put it down. 100 reps. 100 reps. Put it down. 100 trips. 100 trips.
Greetings. We see many cases of people seemingly being hospitalized or even passing away from what seem to be preventable ailments. But I submit to you the underlying cause of many illnesses go unchecked because it's severely underestimated by the general public, and even most of the Western medical establishment. People really underestimate stress and think that it's just a transient element of life that we deal with. But before this video is over, you're going to understand why they say stress kills. Cortisol is a hormone released from the adrenal glands. Just above the kidneys, it prepares the body for the action known as fight or flight. I'm sure you've heard that it basically switches the body from natural metabolism to high-speed metabolism and energy creation and usage. It also causes more glycogen production from the liver and a quicker breakdown of amino acids and fat to facilitate more energy usage. The problem with cortisol begins when there is a constant or prolonged release of the hormone, and this causes a paradoxical situation where the body is creating glycogen in the liver to feed the energy demand. But at the same time, it inhibits the glucose transporter proteins that transport the glucose into the muscle and adipose cells so that the body reduces blood sugar levels. This often leads to hyperglycemia or high blood sugar. When stress is chronic, the situation usually leads to a precondition for the onset of diabetes. This is how stress directly contributes to diabetes. And when you combine elevated cortisol levels with a high carbohydrate diet or intake, you have the perfect elements for becoming pre-diabetic or diabetic. Cortisol also suppresses the immune system by hindering or inhibiting T-cell formation. Your T-cells are the cells that identify pathogens in the body and attack them. So if they are weakened, then guess what? Pathogens, germs, and bacteria start to damage the body without adequate challenge of your immune system. Cortisol also breaks down the amino acids that form collagen, oftentimes arresting collagen formation, causing problems of muscle wasting and weakness. It also depletes minerals in the body, most notably potassium and calcium. This is how chronic stress can contribute to bone loss or osteoporosis. Now note, we just covered how stress systematically affects several different parts of the body. You now see how several seemingly unrelated ailments can stem from one single cause. This is why holistic approaches work best when dealing with illness, because the body is an interdependent ecosystem within itself. If you know anything about ecosystems, you know one problem can crash the whole system. One other reason people are confused about the actions of cortisol is because even though cortisol suppresses the immune system, the synthetic form, hydrocortisone, is used to stop inflammation, and people tend to think inflammation is an affliction. Inflammation is not the affliction. It is a response to the affliction. For instance, if you have pathogens that are causing the body to develop dermatitis or eczema, the body will try to eliminate the initial cause of injury and clear out the dead cells and initiate tissue repair. The initiation of this process is what causes the inflammation. Inflammation is an immune response. Hydrocortisone stops the immune system from fully responding by blunting the body's ability to tag and identify the dead and pathogenic cells. Therefore, there's no response to an affliction as would naturally happen. You inhibit your body's warning signal that something is wrong, and you don't get the full, sustained defensive response to the pathogens in the body. One of the first things to be aware of when your body has reactions seemingly from nowhere is your stress level. Knowing your own body, how it functions, what your temperament is, and your holistic awareness are invaluable to preventing chronic conditions that tear down the body.
Everything starts from the root. If you want to grow a tree, it grows from the root. In biology, we call it a stem. If you want to grow a kidney, you got to get a stem cell to grow a kidney. You got to get the root. Everything starts from the root. Emotions start from the root, the brain stem. That's what I'm trying to say. And you do not just use your brain to think. Proven that over and over and over again in something called neuroimaging. You think with your bones, you think with your muscles, you think with your glands. You use your whole body to think. Sometimes you just use your bones, you say that's intuition. Sometimes you use your glands, you say, a thought came to me. No, it didn't. You were just using another part of your body. You use your whole body to be dumb. You use your whole body to be stupid. You use your whole body to be intelligent. And any skill you have to practice. You want to be good at golf, you got to practice. You want to be good at soccer, you got to practice. And if you want to be good at being dumb, you got to practice.
Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it